Okay, this is my front experimental gardens. We started with shrubs in front for privacy. Put shrubs behind for the pollinators. And I'm hoping they'll all fill in pretty well. We've got some common milkweed growing on its own over there. And then over here, it's very loud. Black-eyed Susans down there. Wildflowers, more black-eyed Susans. Goldenrod for fall migration. Coreopsis, lots of aphids. We've had many ladybugs as well. More black-eyed Susans. Rose campion. Coneflower, purple coneflower. In the back is a lilac shrub for spring color. Tucked in between with some zucchini. I hope it's going to make it, I'm not sure. It's kind of tight quarters. But it does have some flowers, so we'll see if we get some fruit or not. And then this is, I forgot, it is not chrysanthemum. I'll have to come back to that, I can't remember. Lamb's ear. Forsythia, I'm hoping that's gonna fill out a good space. It'll be yellow in the spring. I've got some annuals. Oh, asters. That's what those are. Asters are there. There's some more asters. They're getting ready to bloom already. So early this year. Coming around here, more asters. More asters, more coneflower. Boy, we get a lot of butterflies with these. Got a mum for the fall. I tucked in zucchini here. So many pollinators, it's so great. But I mean, they come for the flowers and they come for all the flowers, which is why I love it. So got a little fruit growing right now. And I picked one that was twice that size this morning. Holly berries, Asiatic lilies, more asters. Can you tell I like asters? I like to see them for the fall. For the fall migration, it's amazing. Let's see. Got some bee balm, Jacob's bee balm. We do have some swamp milkweed, and I am geeked because I see something very exciting. I haven't looked, every year I've been raising monarchs, but not this year. So I haven't looked for anything this year. But I see a little buddy. Right. Can you see it? There he is, hanging on a leaf. That's a pretty big buddy. It's probably a 4th instar. So he's coming along pretty well. And then over here, because again I had more space between the shrubs, I've got some sweet potato vine flower growing. I did plant onions and garlic. Got chokeberries, those are for the birds. Over there I got some potatoes. It's like all around the outside of the forsythia, and it looks like some of the potatoes are ready because they're yellow flower or yellow leaves. I gotta look and see. I just pulled up a bunch of the garlic from underneath because this bee balm, this native bee balm, was just taken over, so it crowded it all out. It was all up underneath there. Oh, and an iris, German iris, to grow in at some point. And then we've got more natives in the back here, and a Lenten rose, much happier in the spring. I transplanted it this year. More goldenrod as well. We've got berry bushes, blackberries, so delicious. I gotta come back and get those. Thornless raspberries, because I want kids to come and pick fruit, and I don't want them poking their little fingers. I know, make them spoiled. Blueberries, those are patio versions, so they're not real big. But I do want this blackberry. This is thornless blackberry as well, and I want it to spread. And then, again, all of this is experimental. Last year it was squashes and melons and pumpkins that filled in that corner over there. And this year I'm filling in other things. These are my Ruth Stout method potatoes. It's a very large bed. It's about probably 2-3 feet wide by what, 10 foot long, and they're doing phenomenal. Phenomenal. They are doing great, and I pulled up some potatoes already, so they get plenty of sun. I barely water them. I threw them on the ground, gently threw them on the ground, and put straw on top, and they're growing like wildfire. So this is also prepping a bed for next year's garden that I'll be able to use. I think I'll put my garlic out here instead. And then over here is my front kitchen garden with my herb bed and the rock gardens, corn in buckets, rain barrels, etc. I have more shrubs over here. I've got a I think it's snowberry. Got a tag somewhere. It's got little pink berries. They're not good for people, but they are good for the birds. And this is a volunteer something, so I don't quite know what it is yet. Won't know until it actually gets a little bit bigger. I can see some vining going on. So it could be a squash, it could be pumpkins. There's the vine, the big vine. I don't think it's zucchinis, but we'll see. So this is my experimental